locking in the first ever Booyah at the Esports World Cup. And boy, did they do it in an extravagant fashion. Amazing play. That ending, okay, we very rarely see an ending like that in a game of Free Fire, but Cloud, Neptune, look at this beauty. Chaotic action. Bloodthirsty players. I mean, we saw vehicles in that circle. That is almost unheard of.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a while since a vehicle has been used to really finish a game, but I love how it's turning up because they're really using the dynamics of a Free Fire Battle Royale as it is, and as well as how they got into that position. But I guess there's a lot more story from the beginning of the match up until what we've just seen.
Exactly. So Cloud, we actually saw something very surprising, right? We saw Fluxo being the first team eliminated in the round. And I know a lot of players, a lot of teams were expecting them to place high. What kind of happened with Fluxo in that round?
Yeah, I was genuinely surprised as well because in my top 3 prediction, Fluxo was one of those teams.
Okay, I hate to be that person as well. Fluxo was my number 1. So
yeah,
something kind of happened.
There you go, right? So we have a lot of love from our panelists here for Fluxo, but then again, you know, here's the thing that I always say. It doesn't matter how you start. It matters how you end. So it's only game 1, ladies and gentlemen.
But I would say, like, game number 1, if you're going to fail one map, not the last place. Because Fluxo has a huge potential, and we're only talking about 3 days for knockout stage. Just to break it out, they just drop in against AG Global, and then that's final member Bobs. He was hunted, especially by the none other than Do. So we know how Do is on the sniper. Regardless of how far you run away, you'll be spotted.
You'll be spotted. He'll get you and eventually shut your dreams down in game number 1. And I think I want to add to that as well, right, Neptune? These players, because you're playing the knockout stage, you only get 2 play days, right? We say 3, but it's 3 because we have to share it across all those groups. And so to have that game number 1, I mean, Cloud, if you're Fluxo, now the pressure is on to overperform your next 5 games today, because if you flunk those as well, do you know what that means? Your key's getting crushed.
Well, honestly, for me, if I'm Fluxo, I'll be chill. Number 1 is because it's game number 1.
Relax.
Yeah, relax. Because number 2 is all about qualifying onto the next stage because you have a lot of slots to qualify. So I wouldn't be too worried with this sort of performance in game number 1. So again, a message to the fans of Fluxo. I know a lot of them might be nervous. Don't be.
Our MVP for the match, though, is Abay. Hi. This man, oh my gosh, he overperformed. This man was awake. He was ready to go. He was popping heads. Look, I don't know if this man can play any better, okay? If he starts the World Championships, okay, the World Esports Cup like this, I can't imagine what else we can expect from him.